Hello everyone, welcome to the Truth Table. My name is Paul, I'm the host here and have been for over 2 years now. My guest today is returning and I wanted to play a few clips, but I also like to, tell everyone a little bit about myself, and a lot of people may not know it, but I'm kind of a health nut. I used to go jogging all the time and I realized jogging and smoking doesn't work very good together. So, having put some thought into it, I decided to quit jogging. On that note, it's an honor to have Dana Melfi back, the Peace Man back. And I'm going to show you what it's like dealing with government entities in Canada. This is what it's like. It's almost like they're not listening at all. I have a playful side, as you can see, but I wanted to share some videos that were made for Dana. This is one of them here. I love that he got on the New York Times. How awesome is that? Now, one more clip, and I promise I will bring Dana on. This one is very special. I love this one. Let's hope. There we go.
All across Canada, from the East Coast to the West, throughout this great land, we're all just doing our best to shine a bright light where corruption takes place, to give freedom its right and give peace a face. It started off slow, then it quickly picked up pace. The people knew it was time to go, and they began to hold space. One man with a beard, he stood with the flag. Not once did he fear, not once did he beg. Doing it to protect our citizens' rights, standing tall and proud in all of his glory. With love and peace, he battles this fight. This is the Peace Man story. Speaking for others who feel small, in each of their differences he found common ground. Trying his best so no one will fall, making his voice heard, his power is loud. What's close to his heart is freedom for all, justice to start, there is no more time to stall. But there is a man who's done all he can to stand up and protect this great land. He is a man who truly understands that citizens are the key. This is the peace man story, doing it to protect our citizens' rights, standing tall and proud in all of his glory. With love and peace, he battles this fight. This is the peace man story, standing for purpose and standing for the fight. Against the corruption, he's never lost sight. What truly matters, he's making it right. In cold blistering winds through the depths of the night. But there is a man who's done all he can to stand up and protect this great land. He is a man who truly understands that citizens are the key. This is the peace man story, to protect our citizens' rights, standing tall and proud in all of his glory. With love and peace, he battles this fight. This is the peace man story. Taken from us the powers of most humans and placed into the hands of the few, these are acts of treason. No matter what side you are on or what you believe in, he stood in peace with our flag for this reason. He understands and teaches that everything's connected, while battling the heads of Hydra, the beast. Step one is to teach yourself aware, reflected, guiding and preparing all of humanity. But there is a man who's done all he can to stand up and protect this great land. He is a man who truly understands that citizens are the key. This is the peace man, proud to protect our citizens' rights, standing tall and proud in all of his glory. With love and peace, he battles this fight. This is the peace man story. Understanding that the citizens are the key, meeting people from every corner of the earth, unlocking, illuminating knowledge and the secrets they keep to save our children, humanity and worth. Oh, Canada, do you see what he sees? Oh, Canada, we are the land of the free. Oh, Canada, all we want is our peace. Oh, Canada, this is the peace man story, a peace man's journey.
That song chokes me up, man. Oh, what a beautiful job they did. Oh, try to recompose myself here. Oh, Dana is one of the men that the divine men who didn't give up. He still didn't give up, and I believe in peace too. I would prefer peace, a peaceful restoration of our country. And there's so many good people involved, and Angel is one of them. Thank you for joining us, Angel. So please welcome my amazing guest, Dana Lee Melfi. Welcome.
Hello. Peace.
How amazing to have you here
Thank
again.
you, Paul, for having me on.
No, I'm honored. This show is about my guests 100%. And but you haven't stopped, and you've got some updates for us, and so I'm looking forward to sharing that with everybody. And never, just to show, don't give up, that you're not alone. I know it feels like that sometimes, but that song. I'm trying to compose myself. It really touches me.
It still gets to me. the lady that made that song did it on her own, and that's what I think gets to me the most.
Yeah, the words too, she really spoke. It speaks to me. It speaks to what you represented there. You just made a decision um, to stand in peace. To not yell and scream, with no hateful rhetoric, and just seeing those that line of people with their peace signs. It was just beautiful. The way she did the video
I,
too
I
was
could
just.
describe, I can still describe that exact moment on how that evolved. There's a couple videos out there because I never took any pictures of myself while I was there, but I have thousands of submissions to me from other people taking the pictures from media, as you've seen. Over 100 media around the world used my picture on their front cover during that protest. Um, the protest was Canadians. It really had nothing to do with how the people got there. You know,
Mhm.
um, it's just the fact that people did go and people were standing up for a change in Canada and trying to be united, despite
Mhm.
all of the efforts from what we've seen in Canada happening against us. A lot of shady deals went on,
Yeah.
and that's not what I like to focus on. Of course, that's what people try to do, and they try to label and disassociate with anybody that's trying to actually hold accountability.
Yeah.
I have not created any new businesses, books, movies, television shows, all of this stuff.
Mhm.
I have not done any of it. I've accepted requests like people like you that want to talk about it. And
Uh,
I'm a no nonsense kind of guy,
mhm. Yep.
and that is off-putting to that is off-putting to some people. I don't give in to peer pressure and all of these things that groups tend to do. Um, so I became an individual again. I tried to help everybody and work with everybody and things like that. And I reached out personally to anybody that I spoke about or have been investigating. That's the first thing I do is reach out. So when people say, well, why don't you talk to them personally about it? I have. I have.
Mm.
So let's continue with the updates
Yes.
because this is what's important these
Mhm.
days. Now, I was on a radio show last night, Canada Talks Tonight, and I kind of read something off to them. And I'm thinking maybe that same thing off to you today, just so people understand where I am at. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, we're in a geostorm. There's things happening all around the world, and it's not by coincidence. It is pre-manufactured. My view and opinion as a proud Canadian, Canadian issues is where the problem for us is, and root causes to the continuance of the destabilization of Canada, including our reputation, our elections, our economy, and the basis of what Canadians have been so proud of throughout my life. That being said, I kept focus on four main issues for this investigation and my course of action: political, social, medical, and law. What I'm taking action on of correcting the record, one and just one aspect, is what happened in 2022. And would it have happened differently if PIP, that's hashtag PIIP, political interference into policing, was exposed or investigated properly beforehand? I am just an individual citizen with some skills and knowledge of working with and for the Government of Canada for over 30 years. The most dangerous kind of information is missing information. How many people do you think really were paying attention in 2022? How many that were in Ottawa not only observed their surroundings, but documented key police, cameras, documents, lawfare, oversight mechanisms? How many took the information from the EA inquiry and cross-referenced them with these mechanisms? All very intensive work they do not want people to do. Obviously, our media on all sides are not doing this. The narratives and focus shift for many. In an investigation of specifics, the distractions do not matter to the investigator. Why? Because the facts make the case and accountability takes time. In that same time, many new created distractions are made. Focus is what's key. People will try and label with as many names like obsessed. If what you call finding the truth and correcting the record is obsessed, then so be it. That's what it takes. Started long before 2022. In fact, the reason I personally went to Ottawa was because of the lack of proof of the two federal mandates and if they were legally sound. That is your right as a Canadian, and you have the tools to find this information out through what I call citizen tools. One ATIP that I did to the DOJ August 23rd, 2021, revealed something extreme that is being silenced. The DOJ was, the Department of Justice, was found breaking the law and my rights, and infringing on my rights in a 2-year investigation from the OIC, Office of the Information Commissioner. The OIC report and orders are legally binding, and not one criminal investigation, despite all the Canadian official outcomes and determinations that the Department of Justice themselves are breaking the law, not one investigation has been publicly declared. Now let's skip to the current petition to the government, backed by the information I have found through Ottawa Police Service, City of Ottawa, RCMP, CRCC, OPIRD, LECA, Law Enforcement Complaints Agency, the IOP, Inspectorate of Policing, Ombudsman, and the various ATIP requests. Now, earlier you said, Paul, that
Nope. You froze. Okay, now you're back.
Are you there?
Yep, I can hear you.
Yeah, the internet being weird on your end and mine.
Yes, sir.
It's being very weird. So, where I left off, let's skip to the petition, and then I listed everything. Did you hear everything?
Yep, you broke off just where you said something that you said, Paul. You said earlier, Paul,
Okay,
and that's where it stopped.
Okay. Now, earlier, Paul, you had said it takes a lot of dedication and time. And what you're going to find out when you're trying to hold accountability is you're going to get a lot of rejection. You're going to get a lot of them trying to justify through rejection, and then no course of action to ask for clarification of their rejection. So I've been in talks with the clerk of petitions, and a revision was necessary for the petition because I named the RCMP and OPS officers that falsified documentation. To the clerk at the House of Commons, this was irregular. Not that it was against their rules, it was irregular. And it could create bias, hurt the people that did this. And really, I believe they should be called out, but this is the rules. So let me see here. I just lost what I was going to say. Okay. So I've been in talks with the clerks, and the clerk had suggested to, they didn't just outright deny, they also contacted me and suggested an edit and a way of doing a draft for a pre-approval. Okay. So before I resubmitted the new petition, it was given to the clerk. The clerk and the House of Commons reviewed it, and they have given me the go-ahead to say that it would be pre-approved. All the info to substantiate the claims in the petition are public at peace-man.ca accountability that's scrolling along the bottom of your screen. I may be and all this information is also available to you through access to information, because the documents that I work with and I show you to the public are not my submissions. It is their answers where I received the proof that RCMP made arrests during the Emergency Act invocation. Because if we can fix the problem of political interference into policing, that is when citizens can feel represented and safe moving forward. The order needs updating. You know, we talk a lot about this new world order, but the old world order needs updating for a newer society. Why do you think Canada was a main target from the two most populated countries in the world? China and India. It is our space. Our space, their mismanaged countries around the world are overpopulated and need to start expanding. Canada has not only been lax on talking about this issue, and in the opposite, has been fast-tracking it, all while giving billions away to fund a war that not one Canadian was given a choice. But how does one catch a globalist? You use all the same tools they do that their think tanks have used. You build a solid case, and you dedicate your life to expose and help fix the path as humans have been on. I'm just about done. The world is encroaching, and our penetrated government has yet to start an announced investigation. I am forcing that. You and your support will help that detailed effort. So please visit the accountability page or read these under my profile on Twitter, X. It begins with you. No matter what label or line any of you wish to stand on, this is a question to all. What would happen if the record was corrected through intensive investigation that files were falsified in the courts, the EA, public records, and all media? you will notice that almost everything that I post and videos made are all my own material. I do not use other people's material. In an investigation, you cannot be biased. You cannot um, use material that you may not know is false. But the material that I have uncovered, official documents in the government, cannot be open. Ask your favorite media. They are not talking about this. But we are at the truth table.
We are. So what do you think of this? They faked intelligence.
Yes. Uh, that I don't know where this comes from,
Mm-hmm.
but this is exactly true. And this is what I've uncovered. There's other things that I have done and in the process of, like a federal review that the government does not like, but they have no choice. Now, just 2 weeks ago, the IOP, Inspectorate of Policing, announced a province wide investigation into all 45 policing agencies in Ontario.
Good.
Now, I already have an open file with the IOP for over a year now. The day before that was announced was a Sunday. And on the Sunday, I received an email from the IOP at 10 p.m. on a Sunday that
What?
said that they are discontinuing my investigation and that any further communication would be frivolous and vivacious. So the next step was to show them citizen interest, okay, public interest. Because in
Yes.
all of their letters, they say there is no public interest for this. So, what's the best way to disprove what they are saying about no public interest? I
Yeah.
decided to consult many people and do a petition to the government with the substantiating evidence. You cannot do a uh, petition or ask for an investigation if you haven't done your part,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I've done my part.
Yep.
I really don't want to be doing this investigation. I want to go back to my life on the mountain, sitting on my island, and relaxing with some kind of quality of life before I pass.
Yeah.
But I cannot do this in good
No.
conscience if
No.
nobody is picking up this investigation. So
Well,
I
I think
must continue.
right now though, we've got like 7 officers, police officers, arrested, and one retired, so 8. And they were giving addresses, what cars to steal. Meanwhile, on the news, they're saying, just leave your keys on your porch, setting people up.
Well, I'm going to tell you something, Paul. Late one evening, after being exonerated, I was walking in Ottawa at around midnight, and I was a plainclothes man that identified himself as an Ottawa police officer.
Hmm.
And we had a discussion for about an hour,
Hmm.
and he told me that there are many Ottawa police officers that are following what I'm doing and that they uh, want to help support, but they can't right now because it's not safe for them. This is the problem with Canadians too in following what I do. It's not safe for them to help me and share it via social media
Yeah.
because they get attacked. Okay. I understand this. but I have no fear. I have nothing
Yeah.
uh, to to do with my personal life. This has to do with Canada and the infiltration into our government and the political interference into policing. It is all one thing. It is all connected. You will hear in that song where it says that I teach that it is all connected. Okay? And this is very, very true. So the inspectorate of policing is now under heavy scrutiny, heavy scrutiny. And I am not letting off on the brakes on them. There's something going on in the background about them. But today we're here to speak about the petition itself. I would like to read the updated petition. I sent you a copy. I don't know if you could
Yep.
put that on the screen.
Let me see what I can do. I just had one question though, and actually you had a question as well. Um, like if you get a fan, a girl who falls in love with you, can you tell who that guy with the short beard and mustache is in that picture?
That's me. That
That's
is me.
you.
Yes.
So girls, you
Uh,
see, he cleans up very well. He cleans up very well, you know. I'm sorry, that was a way off topic.
personally,
But we had a
personally,
question from Angel.
uh, uh,
Angel had a question. Falsifying documents is not
falsifying
against the
documents.
rules. Rather, it is only
No,
irregular.
you've kind of got two things mixed up there. So the falsifying documents is against the law, and that with the Department of Justice, that is a separate issue where I asked to prove the legality of the two COVID mandates.
Mm-hmm.
They in turn ended up breaking the law more to hide it. So the OIC did an investigation and found that they are breaking the law, but they have given the information to the RCMP and there is still no investigation. And this is over a year now. So when we no, Kirk, this is not about you. You see, but anyways, I'm
No,
going to
he's
go
talking
on.
about his whistleblower. Yeah, he's talking about his whistleblower space he
Yeah,
has on X. If you
I've
would like
already
to.
answered him
Oh,
on
okay.
that. I
Okay.
I already with that
Oh, okay.
today, and I just do not like being going into rooms or groups or whatever because
Mm-hmm.
I may not agree. And I'm not going to sit in a
Yeah,
room with people
sure.
I do not agree with. So I'm sorry.
Of course. No, that's fine.
So the petition screen.
Yes. Oh, yes, yes, that's right. Let me see if I am able. I should be able to. I think it. I know
Do you
there's
need
one
me
thing
to
you sent
resend it?
me. No, no. I think that one thing you said, the pre-approval from the clerk. I don't think we're going to be able to read that. Okay, I think
No,
I
no,
can share it. Here we go.
the other one.
Yeah.
The
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Okay, I'll try to make it bigger. There. There we go. Let me see if I can.
yeah, that one. That's it. I'll read it.
Okay.
So let me just open here. So after the occasions with the clerk, this is what we came up with. Petition to the government of Canada. Whereas multiple citizens were arrested by at least one RCMP officer during the February 2022 Emergencies Act invocation. Yet official records, court submissions, public evidence omitted RCMP involvement. An Ottawa Police Service falsely listed as the officer for numerous individuals despite not making those arrests. Oversight bodies, including the LECA and the IOP and the CRSS, that should be the CRCC, that's a mistake, uh, and those numbers that are shown, declined to review offered evidence, misrepresented complaints, and closed files without correction, raising serious concerns about the integrity's justifying emergency powers, police reporting accuracy, court disclosures, and public confidence in oversight. We, the undersigned, citizens and residents of Canada, call upon the Government of Canada to order an independent federal review into the RCMP and Ottawa Police Service arrests and record keeping during the Emergencies Act invocation, including documented omissions and falsifications of RCMP involvement in official records, release papers, and Emergency Act inquiry submissions. Request the record of all affected public request all affected public records of the Act inquiry submissions to accurately reflect RCMP officer involvement, investigate the repeated of oversight bodies to examine credible evidence, address systematic patterns, or act in the public interest. So this is already pre-approved by the clerk. So I do have an update.
Do you have a link? I'll put it
on
in the description
it,
for others to
because
sign.
it was just done today.
Okay, it's not available.
So I see. Let me just refresh the page. I see that everybody that
Well, as soon as you have the link, I will just add it to this podcast in the description. So anybody that would like to sign the petition, they'll be able to click on it. I also have your YouTube and the Peaceman website. I've also linked
now
to.
I want people to realize how important and how hard it is to get the support of an MP on such an endeavor. Okay,
Mhm,
because
I bet.
your I's have to be dotted and your T's have to be
Yep.
crossed, and um, in looking at the IOP investigation saying that I am frivolous and vivacious, that would mean that they're calling my
Okay, you froze. They're calling your. That's where we left off. See how they mess with us? This happens
there.
every show. Okay, you're back now. Yeah,
Yeah.
you were frozen. They're
So
bugging with you.
uh, the supporters, I'm only waiting on one more signature there, and then the MP will resupport again, and then we will have 120 days to get this information out
Mm,
and get as many signatures as we can to force accountability. You
mhm.
see, accountability isn't going to do
Happen
it
itself.
itself.
No, we've seen that.
It's not going to happen.
Yep.
We've seen that. So
Yep.
I don't create new businesses or write books. I have written way more than a book that is absolutely free on my website. There's
Yep.
over a
I got it
thousand
tagged.
pages of written material.
Yeah, and if anybody watching
And
would like to see it, it's the website is on the description, as well as the YouTube channel where the song is, and the petition. I'll also link it as soon as you have it, so people can sign it. So that will be updated whenever I get it, just so everyone can sign. And I want you all to sign. We have to unite, right?
Yes, and when the signatures become available to the public, I will update your page and put that link in there for people. But the
Mm-hmm.
best thing to do is to either watch any of my social media,
Yeah.
Facebook, X,
Mm-hmm.
the website itself on the accountability page, many other pages in there, like the about page that shows the blogs, because
Mm-hmm.
those blogs, remember, are all dated
Mm-hmm.
since 2022, and you can see the updates and how I've kept going.
And when things are happening, which is really
Yeah,
good. But you're also tagged on the
exactly.
video. But you're tagged so people can
Yeah.
find you from my video. So
Now,
all your links are going to be there.
over time, evidence likes to disappear. Whew, just
Mm-hmm.
vanishes. So on my webpage, the reason why I started doing it and broadcasting in real time was also to create a record. And
Mm-hmm.
if you notice on my webpage, there are some broken links, like videos missing, or people have deleted their stuff. Uh,
Mm.
it will. What is this? This is not my. This is not mine.
That's not you?
That is the wrong webpage. No, you've got Peace Man. I am Peace hyphen Man.
What the hell? My apologies. I will fix
This
that.
it's good that you did this, because
Yeah.
this guy gets a lot of email from people that are thinking that they're going to my webpage.
Oh crap.
So it's Peace hyphen Man.
All right,
Please,
I'm going to fix it. I am going to fix it. Ah, yes. That's that looks better. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it right on the page. But here is. Let's see if I got this right here. Um,
your internet is really
Here you
bad.
are. There we go. Is it chopping up my voice or anything?
No, it's the
Is it
video,
my
and even your pictures are taking a long time to load.
Huh. Okay,
Like
so this is
your
definitely the right site.
Yes, and if you go to
Okay,
the
we got it.
accountability page, and you'll notice, there you go. The very first picture that you see says, think about it another way. The importance of using citizen tools. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and this is what I'm trying to get across to people, because the distractions are many. The infiltration doesn't end at just our cabinet. It also happens with our banks, our businesses, and the citizen led movements. If you're a globalist, what's the only thing that could really ruin your plans? I identified this as a citizen led movement. Event 201 identified a citizen led movement is what could hurt a pandemic plan. And it
Yeah.
did, called the Freedom Convoy. Now, I didn't have anything to do with the Freedom Convoy. I did follow it. I did watch and listen to the different
Yeah,
people,
sure.
but but
Yep.
over
Yep.
time, people reveal themselves. You know, so you
Yeah.
have to be very careful on listening in the moment and listening over time. So I say about that. Um, Accountability is what I am all about. Lies and things you've heard from other people. I am not some kind of operative or undercover or anything like that. I am a citizen that gets paid by our government for over 30 years for his skills. When the government turned their back on me, my skills started to be used against them, and they don't like that. They stopped paying me the $75,000 a year I was making, plus whatever, plus my pension and everything else. They stopped. They cut off my health care, and they said,
Oh,
take
golly.
us to court. So I have been in
Man.
court for over 8
Oh,
There we are.
okay, and you're back.
I have been,
I'm not going to give up on you, brother.
oh, I don't give up. I've been in
No
court for
way.
over 8 years. My employer, the government of Canada. Uh,
Hmm.
the government of Canada put in a application to dismiss my court case against them. They
Hmm.
have been that application, dismissed their application, and said no, and with a very lengthy explanation, explained to them why he is not allowing the application. They, in turn, the very next day, they submitted for an appeal on their application. They lost that appeal
Hmm.
again last year. So this is twice that they have lost. And I'll tell you, I've been to court about 6 times for various things, and I am undefeated. Okay? Undefeated. This means that I know my stuff. I know how to protect my
Hmm.
rights. I know how to protect myself. And
Hmm.
I know how to protect you. Okay? They don't like that. And
Hmm.
uh, I'm not a great public speaker, but I'm a geek. I'm the geek that you need. Trust me. I was the geek in the 80s that people needed to help them figure out what the internet was. I helped, I ran the largest bulletin board system in North America. I was the owner and operator of that bulletin board system called the Land of Id.
The land of, and then you froze again. Don't worry, I'm not going to give up. I do not give up on my guest.
There we are.
And he's back.
Yeah.
The land of the.
The Land of Id, ID,
Oh,
BBS. Remember the old cartoon, The Land of Id, with the king and the little guy that was in the papers all the time? Maybe not. But anyways, the Land
it
of
kind of rings a
Id,
bell.
the Land of Id stands for the land of Ian and Dana. That was my best friend. Um,
Oh,
Rest in peace. Uh, he didn't make it through the COVID.
oh, they cut you off again. He didn't make it through the COVID, and now you're back.
Yeah, he didn't make it through the COVID BS. So I held his hand and watched him take his last breath. So
Oh,
I know all about, um, you know, care and attention. A big distraction is this maid that they want to
mm-hmm.
use to discredit Canada. And, uh, we have a system called Do Not Resuscitate.
Yeah,
And that is a decision only the next of kin can make.
yeah.
And usually it's only made at a point where it must be made. Okay. Now, I had spoken with Ian prior to anything happening with him getting sick.
Mm-hmm.
And we had discussed if this ever happened, this is what we would do for each other. So it was a very hard decision.
Yeah.
And just before that, I had also lost the love of my life to cancer. So I'm very well aware of these decisions, these types of decisions that do need to be made, but
Right.
they do not need to be made.
Yeah. No, you're absolutely
Okay?
right. You're absolutely right. Like I wouldn't want my ex-girlfriend to make that decision. you know, so yeah, it is a serious choice that we should all be able to make ourselves, and we certainly shouldn't be allowed to make that decision because we're depressed, because
Or
that
homeless.
can be managed, or homeless, but there's a big racket in homelessness. It's absolutely disgusting. I've seen where the city spend millions, and then there's a couple of cots on the ground. So it was like 2 million per homeless person, and they got nothing to show for it. So we're being
No,
robbed at around
but
every
but
corner.
but just a day or two ago, we have our prime minister announcing 100 million for
Yeah, yeah, students in India, and they're also you cut off again. Yeah, and it's paying their tuition that everyone else has to pay back their
India
student
students.
loans, but these people are getting them for free.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's absolutely
absolutely.
disgraceful.
Now,
And they're bringing in millions of them anyway for
I'm
various
going to
reasons.
tell
They're
you,
taking
I'm
over
going to,
government jobs.
I'm going to tell you something. Now, it may be used against me, or you may, if you understand, it will help you.
Hmm.
I was severely bullied in school because I was a geek. I read books. I played on computers before people knew what computers were. At 11 years old, I made my own video game, a code on a tape backup drive. You know, so uh, thing is, because I was bullied so much, when I went into grade 9, I didn't make it past. I got stabbed in school by the biggest bullies, and I never went back. But immediately after, I started working as a contractor for the government. Okay, and
right
it's
on.
been over 30 years. I don't really have a resume per se because I don't go out looking for jobs. People come looking for me.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's
There's
the
no
way
list.
that's the way my
Yeah.
job went. I'm listed on
Hmm.
LinkedIn. You can see the companies and corporations I've owned. You can see, lots of different things on there. I'm still listed as a government employee because I am. Pay, you can go and look on the website, and because I make over $50,000 a year, it's public knowledge. There's a lot of people out there
Hmm.
that have said, "Oh, I'm a white hat, I'm this, I'm that." But you can't go and find them listed anywhere because it's BS. Okay?
Do you think it benefits the government to spread rumors about you to try to discredit you?
Well, you
Do
can't
you think there's
discredit me.
value in it for them?
Y-
No, you can't.
Well,
But I mean, do you think they're
they tried.
involved? Do you think they're
They have
involved?
tried.
Yeah, I think
Well,
so
yeah,
too.
yeah. They
Yeah.
they have absolutely tried, but you'll notice that in every case, these actors and people that they have in place, uh,
Yeah.
they all end up blocking and hiding from me. Every one of them.
Well,
Now,
they
do
use
you
our
have you
money
ever
to pay
have
these
you
people.
have you ever seen me hide or back down from somebody?
No,
No,
and I don't think you can hide with that beard at all.
no, no. We actually had a contest on my. I don't know if you can see it,
Yeah,
but
it's pretty.
we had a
It's
contest
bloody
on
fabulous.
who could guess the length of the beard. So, and somebody did win, and for the life of me, I
Yeah.
lost their mailing thing, so I couldn't mail them out their prize. If you're listening, text me again because I have
Yes, yes.
some nice gifts for you for guessing 64 centimeters. So that's
Nice.
how long my
Well
beard
done.
was. That's how
Well,
long it was at the time, and now it's longer.
yeah, and I
Now
showed
I'm a
everybody
guy
what you
that
look like all trimmed.
yeah, that's a while back. um, that's in my office too at the government. That picture. So there you go. Um, I don't believe that we were born with scissors in our hands. Okay, and
Yeah.
vanity is not something that I care about. I really don't.
Yeah.
I could look pretty darn nice if I wanted to. Okay, but that's not
Sure.
how I am. I'm a nature loving humanitarian. My
Mm-hmm.
LinkedIn account, it has said that for all of these years. I've never changed it. It just says that I am a humanitarian. That means I believe in humans. I believe that we can correct course, but
I
it takes
agree.
the. I see a lot of people out there waving flags, vulgar flags, yelling,
Yeah. Yep.
screaming, doing all these things. But are you, out of the 200 people that were arrested, how many complaints were made to the Law Enforcement Complaints Agency? Do you know how many?
Just
One.
you.
One.
Just you.
So, out of
Yeah.
all of these so-called organizers and these influencers that were there and filming and at the crux of it, not one of them laid a
Mm-hmm.
complaint. Think think about that just for a moment. Why? Now
That's
ask
crazy.
yourself why.
Yeah. Why?
There you
Yeah.
go. I'm not going to give you the answers. I've given these answers already. I write about it. You can go
Yep.
read about
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You talked about it on
But
the last show too. You talked about it.
the, the questions need to start with with you as the citizen. Wait a second. What
Yeah.
did I see in 2022? What was I taking
Mm-hmm.
part in? Okay. So I believe that everybody needed to go to Ottawa, despite the infiltration, despite the misdirection and the narrative
Yeah.
control. We needed to show up and we needed to do it peacefully so
Witness.
that they didn't have any reason to arrest. These arrests
Yeah.
were made because supposedly there was reason. But if we look at the main factors like Diagolon or Freedom Corporation or any of these, what are they doing to hold accountability? They love to take in the money and start new businesses and hold shows
Right.
called division, but they do not
Yeah.
unite. They do not hold any accountability. We have Tamara Lynch that's traveling around the world saying that she speaks for Canadians. But
Yep.
really, does she? Has she tried to hold any accountability? That's the questions you have to ask yourself. I've already uh, reserved my judgment, my opinion, because of personal experience with those people. and how they are willing to break laws for an ends to a means. We have an MP in the House
Yeah.
of Commons, Andrew Lawton, which I visually saw breaking the law for an ends to the means, but now he's an MP with no consequences. This is how
Oh, we have a
penetration happens.
comment. We have a comment here. Um, I did make a complaint about my arrest because they didn't make a formal charge. I made a police report about the mandates and shots at my local police station. I didn't complain in Ottawa after my arrest. I didn't actually think of doing that.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
this
well,
brings
that's
up a really good
understandable.
point, Angel. You didn't think of doing it because none of those influencers or organizers um, tried to get people to do that.
Exactly.
I did right from the beginning. I did right
Exactly.
from the beginning. Okay. It didn't matter if you were arrested or not. If you visually seen a police officer beating on somebody in front of you, and even if I wasn't arrested, I was going to start logging complaints. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you do the complaint progress, the first thing it asks you is this complaint for you or for another person that you
Mm-hmm.
visually saw? So,
Yeah, because everyone there was a witness. You know, they were all there as
exactly,
witnesses, so
exactly.
they
But
saw what happened.
these
And
influencers,
you,
you can
yeah.
go onto my YouTube and you can see several speeches that I made as I went around the country after that. And in every
Mm-hmm.
speech, it asks you to go and do these complaints. In every speech, I ask you to donate to who I thought was helping me, but really
Mm-hmm.
they were me. Okay. Uh, Over time, you realize who's been using you and who's been helping you. Yeah.
For
Watch out for
example,
that guy. Yeah. You
yeah.
take that picture.
Oh
This
man,
guy, he
yeah,
uses his his clout and social media
yep.
to
Following, yep.
discredit and silence Canadians more than he uses to help Canadians. Go look at his own social media. Don't look at mine. Look at his and just listen,
I
because
I don't follow
like
him. I don't follow him.
well, I don't, you know,
I don't
how
follow.
can we
I don't
have
even follow
how
Tamara. I don't.
how can we have
Sorry.
this conversation if we don't talk about what's really important? These people were put front and
Yes.
center. These people,
Yep.
we seen advertisements for the court case of the century in Canada.
Right.
But
Yep.
if that court case was the court case of the century, how come their own lawyers were not able to find out the information that I found?
Yeah.
You understand that?
Well, I mean, she was. They were in Maverick Party. Was she not, Tamara? I mean, I don't follow her. She's not on my friends list at all. I mean, I feel like my faith protects me. From oh, I
Absolutely. They
think my
were
faith protects me.
in the Maverick Party. Globalists paid separatists in the help to destabilize our country. Right now, the worst thing that we could
Hmm.
possibly do is to distract through a separation deal like we've seen
Yes. Right.
advertised. And all of this advertising comes from the same people that were backing Freedom Corporation, paying for the boardrooms, paying for the hotel rooms, and
Yeah.
hoping they something out of it. Well, they have gotten something out of it. We have lost the the narrative has been changed. Now these people that
Yeah.
say and stood up in the emergency inquiry and said how much they love Canada, now they're saying how much they want to split it up. That is a
Yep.
contradiction beyond contradictions. Okay? It's hypocrisy. I'm not afraid to call it out because it is what it is. They're showing you their cards. And if you don't pick up on it because you're afraid of what people are going to say about you, then you've already lost the fight. I'm not
Already, yep,
afraid. I'm not here
yep.
to be an influencer. I'm here to be an educator.
Yeah, same here. I'm not here to get famous. They have lots of followers, that's one darn thing for sure. Pat
But they
King and
used
Chris, they all got followers. But I think they're
but
also
they used
promoted with the government and their money and their AI and I think they promote anyone that pushes their narrative, to tear the country apart.
absolutely have clandestine groups, it's public knowledge,
Yep,
where
yep.
they have all of the main influencers and alternative media in Canada
Hmm.
in their uh well, it is kind of a control. It is counseling to
Yeah,
commit. And
yeah,
what they've done is they've counseled all of these influencers and media to silencing anybody that doesn't put them on a pedestal. Okay, they won't
yeah,
have
yeah.
dialogue over division conversations online because they know
Hmm.
that there's certain people like me that they invited into their secret rooms that did not fall
Yeah,
for it. There's only
yeah.
two. Out of all of them, there's only two people that actually said something in public about their secret rooms. Okay? And I am
Yeah.
one. I'm not going to name the other one, but he went into obscurity because his business was being attacked.
Mm.
Now, they
Hmm.
have many resources. Way way more than I have. I make 733. I've used my own savings in excess of $60,000 to do what I have done since 2022. I've had very few donations, but just recently, 5 people helped with the cost of renewing my website for 2 years.
Hmm.
2 years ago, one donation paid for that website for 2 years. My
Fantastic.
website is citizen paid for, yes, but it's not because I asked.
Yeah,
It is
this
because
podcast
people
is citizen
offered.
paid. Yep. This
Very
I
good,
wouldn't have
very
this
good.
site. Yeah, I sold T-shirts and I had got another year, but yeah, I can't be bought. I won't be
No,
bought.
no.
My faith won't let me fall down those alleys. I don't care how. Well, $10 million, I will be compromised. I would say, you know, I can be bought for $10 million. Okay, Carney. I'm kidding, of
Oh,
course.
I do not like credit. I have been living credit
Yeah.
free for over 15 years. I have not had any credit. I owe nobody nothing, nothing. But recently, I took out a loan just to do the federal review that you're going to hear about in the future. A loan to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Will you come
uh,
back?
well, I have to.
Update us some more again? No, I
I
mean on
have.
the show.
Yeah, yeah, I have
Good. I
to
would love to have you
because
back. Yeah, good.
it's important. It's important
It
people hear
is.
about this, and it's
Agreed.
important that the petition, if you agree with it, that you
Uh-oh. Yes, if you agree with it, sign it. And yeah, I will post it on this very show as soon as it's available. I will update on all the platforms on X and I don't know if yeah, on X and
I,
YouTube.
I ask I
And
ask the people not to succumb to the fear or social pressures, the social fearing
mhm,
aspect. I ask you to think
yeah,
about the merits of the work. That's it.
yeah,
Not me, the merits of the work. I don't focus on me. I am the case study, but I'm also
Right.
the person that's doing the work. Okay.
Yeah.
So all I
Because
ask is,
you actually because you actually care about your fellow man,
yeah,
and you
I
see it
believe that
falling
we can
down a
have a better
dark.
Canada. I still believe we can
I
have a
do.
better Canada. We could stop the
I
encroachment.
agree.
We can stop
Yes.
the encroachment and to the root causes, then all of the other
Right.
distractions, all of the other little things like the
Mm-hmm.
penetration in our government and everything that falls under it, immigration, economy,
Schools,
our health, our schooling, everything
education.
gets
Yes.
everything gets fixed if we look at the
Yep.
root causes. Now, how many people are
Yep.
actually focused on the root causes of the penetration in our government? They like to say, "Oh, CSIS said this, CSIS did this." Why don't
Mm-hmm.
you do your
Yep.
own work and expose it? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, it's intensive. If I showed you my email system, one thing is that I helped with Hotmail before its conception. So
Oh, really?
because of that, because of Hotmail, I was given from Microsoft a lifetime premium account for Microsoft. Okay. And this
Huh.
is worth several $1,000s every year. But it was because of my work to do with the implementation. I was an alpha tester for video games, for things like this. Okay. So, my email system is a professional grade system that has thousands of emails to government officials, to police, to DOJ, everyone. And you can see that it is citizen led. It is the citizen's voice. I wouldn't keep going if it didn't matter. If I couldn't back up. If I found out that nothing that I thought could be substantiated, then I wouldn't continue. Okay, I would just go back to my life, back on the mountain, happy and healthy. You're typing away there.
Yeah. I'm. Well, someone's can't comment on. Internet is being
Oh no.
strange for everybody out there that can't comment on friends or reply. Don't ask me.
Yeah,
It's
it seems
happening to
it
Dana
seems to
and me.
happen wherever I go.
Yeah, I think that I don't think they like us, Dana.
No.
I don't know why. We're
Even
nice
on
people.
the X show last night. And I got to say, uh I have a medical condition that has to do with emotions.
Oh yeah.
So last night, when I was doing my little speech, like I just said to you, at the end, I didn't quite finish properly. And
Mm.
I want to apologize to the people that were listening because I got broken up, just like you were broken up after listening to the song and you needed to take a
Oh,
minute.
oh God. Yeah, yeah. That's a beautiful song. Words are just hit me right in the gut, and I'm just continue talking while you're gone. There you go. You're back.
Well,
Yes. Welcome back.
that happened to me last night, and it took me a few minutes
Oh
to
crap.
gain my composure.
Mm.
Because when I was talking about right at the end, uh, wanting to change course for humanity, this is something that's very dear to my heart. I think that if the evil out there can do all of these wars and everything else, then the love and the peace out there can also fix it. It
Yeah.
doesn't take weapons. Our neighbors are just neighbors. They don't want to come over and kill us. They don't want to do anything like that. So,
Hmm.
um, it's really a much higher power that's creating this instability throughout our world.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
baby, every baby, every human that is born has the same knowledge almost when it is born. The only thing that
Yeah.
shapes a human is its surroundings, okay? And
Hmm.
how it's
Yeah.
taught. There is a
Yeah.
different way to teach humans right from the beginning. And
Yeah.
and this is something that people miss. Uh,
Hmm.
I was taught in a very bad way, but I don't know what's different about me. I'm not susceptible to the indoctrination because I asked too many questions. When I was a kid, I
Yeah.
was constantly told, "Oh, be quiet. You ask too many questions. Be quiet. Be quiet." It's still it's still happening today.
Yeah,
Okay?
me too.
Because I don't when I ask myself a question, I don't just stop and never get the answer. I look until I find the answer,
Yeah.
and not something
Yeah,
that
me
will
too.
not something that will satisfy, but actually end the inquiry,
Right.
you know? So
Yeah. You're looking
there we
for
go.
solutions. And I'm the same way, you know. And I think my faith is a big part of me finding things, you know, because I really want them to find out about something and get to the truth. It's always been get to the truth, you know. But I mean, blessed are those that have faith without seeing the Creator.
Well, I get a lot of flack uh, because I don't believe in fictional beings. I believe in what I can see, hear, taste, touch,
Hmm.
and uh, and understand. If I haven't seen something, let's take karma for example. The word karma. Do you think it's real? No, it's a made up thing. It
Yep.
doesn't happen.
Yep.
Karma does not happen. Okay, I've
Yeah.
seen very bad people uh, get away with it and actually live a better life than the people that they've hurt. Okay,
Hmm.
so karma is not real, and um, things like the devil are not real because they're every book ever written was written by a human. No God
Yeah.
ever
Well,
wrote a
I believe
book.
in. I do believe in
And
good and evil, and I understand your
I believe in
perspective, and
evil.
I understand it. I understand that. My faith is because something happened to me where I should have been dead, and the rope, I hung myself, and the rope was flat, like flat. When it broke, when I woke up on the floor, it was still wrapped around my head and broke, but both ends were flat. So that was like a defying physics, or you know, rope goes all frizzy and when it breaks. So that was my moment where I believed I had a purpose and I knew there was a God. I knew that if I saw God, I would probably explode because, you know, I would freak right out. I don't think we can handle seeing the
Well,
Creator.
I mean,
But
anybody
I
that
know,
comes
but it
in
was what
contact with a
launched my,
mystical being in front of
yeah,
them, it
but
would blow your mind.
it is why my faith is so strong. But I can't preach because I know that the books have been edited. I know books have been taken out. So there's, and three times in the Bible it says not to add or take away, which to me, at this point, is the Jesuits that put that in there. Don't change what I put in there. Because
Well,
I know they're involved in it. You know, with King James, he killed his own mother. So he's not a good man. So yeah, it's very difficult, and I find that the Jesuits have made the Quran to conflict with the Bible to create enemies out of brothers. So,
Well,
and it's
you
just
can't
brutal what I've uncovered.
you can't
The manipulation.
what I don't like to see is people of religion uh, kind of making it out that if you do not have a religion, then you must be some type of
Yeah.
bad person. And that is
Yeah,
against
or
your
you're
religion.
doomed. Yeah,
You know,
or you're
so,
going to be doomed and burn in hell. Yeah, of
yeah.
course. But that's a
Now,
part of the manipulation.
I believe that everything written by humans is important. Everything. But you have to remember that there are bits of truth, and humans lie and embellish and whatnot on every story. So you have to be able to
Yeah.
extrapolate the bits and put them
Yep.
together to make a whole. And
Yep.
it doesn't mean that I do not believe in God. It means that I have no firsthand proof of it.
Hmm.
Okay. And I do not put anyone down for having a religion. It's good that you have a structure that keeps you and your heart in the right place. But
And
after
yeah, there's
going
a
to
comment.
church,
Yes, it's
religion,
yeah. I didn't
after
like
going to
church either
church
because I found them
religiously
playing with my
for
emotions.
many, many years, I found out that internal faith is not found under a roof or in a group.
No,
It
exactly.
is internal. It is internal, and internal
Yes,
faith is shown by external actions, and
absolutely. There you go. Yes, yes,
that's what
absolutely.
I
You
live
just
by.
by
I live
being,
by
because yeah, yeah, I
my
agree.
actions.
And yeah, someone was
I am
commenting.
not. Go ahead.
Yeah, someone was commenting about obey the government. It does say that in the Jesuit, but the original translation does not say obey the government. It doesn't. They lied. And so many people have the King James version. It's just full of lies. I went and translated original Hebrew, and the first word was a lie. It's like, holy shit, who has the power to lie about faith? I mean, how dare they? To me, that's a crime against humanity to lie about the Creator and to deceive people. But yeah, they have deceived them. They do want you to obey the government. Absolutely. Because they're behind all the darkness in this world right now. The banking cartels. I mean, it's all started when the royal family went into bankruptcy, and they got bailed out by these Rothschilds, uh, and that's where it all went to hell. And now
Well,
they
look
own
at
everything.
TD. Look at TD Bank in Canada. They were found to be guilty of money laundering and helping and fined $4 billion US. Not one criminal charge. Not one criminal charge to anybody, though.
Oh God, that's
Okay.
insane.
So what they did was they made 200 billion. It cost them 4 billion,
Oh God,
and they paid for their crimes. They paid for their crimes. You get it?
yeah, yeah,
They
it's
paid
insane.
to not be found criminal.
Yep. But whether you have faith or
So,
not out there, it that's not really the point. The point is that, we what you do unto others, you know, it really matters. And the
yeah.
words you use really matter.
And the actions you take, like the
Yes.
actions that I am doing, this
Yep.
is to help humanity. It's not,
Yep.
there's a whole lot of BS out there that what I'm doing it doesn't help anybody. Well, that's what they want you to believe, of
Of
course.
course. Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah, no, it's been a great talk today. I really
Absolutely.
appreciate it there, Paul.
Thank you. I appreciate it too. And I hope it's helpful. I do want to have like religious shows where I can go into the different religions and show you how they were made to conflict with one another, because that's what I study, because I want the truth. I mean, that's why it's called the truth table. That's what we deserve. How can you live your life based on lies? It's not fair. Just loving
And
my fellow man.
the inundation of information upon humans is a huge problem.
Yeah,
Okay, because we're jumping. Here we had this huge outcry in 2022 from
yeah,
Canadians, and we just, instead of actually holding any accountability or anything, the narrative was changed, and we move on, and the new distractions are talked about. Okay,
hmm
but then, like I was introduced onto the show last night where they said, "Well, one man has not stopped his fight or whatever." Right? What do you mean only one? There should be thousands that should still be doing this. That should be
hmm
questioning the government. That shouldn't be afraid to follow the information that I've given you because it's all backed up by government documents
yeah, yeah.
and corporation documents. Like I even went to corporate Canada and I applied to have all the information that Freedom Corp has submitted to the government, and I was granted all of those files.
Oh,
Okay. And what I did, I put all of those files for download on my website for everybody.
beautiful. And the link to the website is corrected, and it's on this post, on this video, so you can see it and find it, because we want you to be informed. We want you to have access to the truth. And I hope to have you back on soon as the petition's ready, so we can push that on and promote it and get everyone to read it and sign it. But read it first and believe in it and first before you sign anything. We don't want to tell you what to do, but if it can help our fellow man, it's worth. We're not going to bring it up unless it does. But I hope you do come back and we can update that information for everybody. And I probably won't play that video for the next show because it's too much for me. It's a beautiful song. I mean, it just I'm very
Well, I,
sensitive,
I
so
appreciate I appreciate that you shared that one. There is another one by Cam McMaster that
yeah.
he allowed. I don't know if you played that one or not, but he allowed me to use it in any way I wanted, and that was um, a very beautiful gesture from him, and I
Hmm.
appreciate that as well. Um, Amber, of course, I thank her so much for creating that song. It is I couldn't have asked
Cool.
uh, for better. Now, I'll tell you, I have probably over 500 musicians as friends before any of this on my Facebook. But when I approached any one of those musicians to sing about the times of today, not one would come through for me.
Huh.
Not one.
Well, I'm a musician, but I'm retired, and I
Yeah,
do
no,
write.
I'm telling you, I know very big musicians.
Mm.
I have many friends in this world. And I thought that when the COVID era started, that some of these musicians would be uh,
Yeah, you'll have to send me the link to Cam McMaster, because I don't see it. I can find Cam McMaster, but not a song. So if you can send me the link, I will definitely
it's
share it. Is it Cameron?
it is the one with it is the one with uh, uh, the Valentine's Day one. It starts off that way. Let me.
Is
Whoops,
that
I'm
him?
on Druthers. Oh, by the way, Did you know? I'm gonna.
Yeah, you cut out. Yeah, I don't think that's it. There's a couple of Cam McMasters. Cam McMaster. Oh, maybe this is it. Let's see. No, I don't think that's it. I don't want to get copywritten problems there. Yeah, if you see it,
No,
send
wait
it to me.
here. I just sent you the pictures of the Druthers article. I'm gonna send you the video of Cam McMaster there. Give me 1 second.
Yes, yes, please do. Yeah, I want to. I think I was looking for it before. I couldn't find it.
If you could share
Okay.
that Druthers one.
Yeah, that what a great magazine that is. There it is. Druthers Magazine. Great articles, very courageous. They really spoke the truth and laid it down before us. Uh, and where I worked, we had articles there every week. Oh, that was the Where do you stand for your fight to correct the public record? Yeah, it's a shame that they made us fight, you know. They wanted us to get violent. They wanted us to be angry just so they could just crack down and show their power. But luckily, many of us knew that, what they were trying to do. And we had someone like Dana willing to do it through the court system and do it the right way, fight legalese with legalese. And okay, I'll see if you sent that video. I'm dying to see it. And ah,
Hi,
all
Paul.
right.
Hi, Paul. Okay, I
Yeah,
just sent you the link.
yep, right on. Oh, so this is right on your page. Let's see if I can switch it right here.
Well, it's in the YouTube. It's on YouTube too, but it's a good video.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I want to find it on YouTube. Let's see.
If I do that, I'm going to cut out for a second, but let me go look for it. It's a
Yeah,
longer video on YouTube because it also has the last stand before the song comes in. Let me just
oh,
get to it.
yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find it too. Oh, let's see what the name of it is. What did he call it? Happy V Day. Happy V Day.
I don't know if it's the same name on YouTube. I don't know if it's the same on YouTube though.
Okay. No.
That video was taken on the 14th of February 2022. That's why it says Happy V Day.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I'm.
But I'm just refreshing my.
Yep, I got the patience of an ocean. I will wait. I will wait hours for my guest because I believe in what this is. You know, I believe in this mission so profoundly, and I don't expect it to be a long-term thing. This is not going to be one of those things, but it is timely. I cover things that are, are in the moment, and I believe, the time of whistleblowing and all that is over, and we're moving into a new time where accountability is coming. Let's see if I can. I'll Yeah, I wouldn't mind the long version. And if I knew what he looked like, because there's a couple of Cam McMasters, 2 subscribers, 1 subscriber, 500 subscribers, Little Diggers. Hmm. There's 3 of them here. Okay, this is a young boy.
I don't know if I have it. I don't know if I
Okay,
have it on YouTube.
okay. Well, I'm just gonna play
Oh
this
wait,
one. Oh,
wait. I think I just
yay!
found it. Hold on. Let me just.
Yeah, I would love to get the full screen effect.
I've got to hide a whole bunch. I got to hide
Okay.
some of that YouTube stuff because it was part of an investigation I made public. But
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can get
also
enough
on my
mention.
webpage, there are pages that you do not see because in order to access the page on the website, you must be reading a document to click onto that page.
Hmm.
This is the way that it is set up so that people don't get inundated with information on the website, but
Hmm.
uh, they get pointed to it. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you
Yeah. If you
oh no,
can.
that's not it's not it. You're gonna have to play that one from my Facebook.
Okay. Here we go. Let me turn off my music and try to get it as big as I can. May have to remove our us
Well,
here.
really, it's just for the
Oops.
words. It's really just for the words, you know? But it does show real footage.
I love that little dance you do. And that's kind of the spirit of what it was like there. But when everyone was there, I mean, they just bonded, and it was just like a, a family, celebrating our unity. That's just what
I'm back.
bouncy castles, and it was a beautiful thing that happened there, where we really felt like we were together with a family, and it's so sad that it was hijacked, you know. But I knew the government would try anything and everything, even the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. They'll do anything. Like even right now, they're saying, "Oh, this place had swastikas on it." I've seen Jewish men doing that just to have a fake, a false, like everyone hates us, you know, the false victimhood. Whereas Canadians are real victims, you know. No, I don't know anyone that, you know, has an issue with this religion or that religion. I don't. I have issue with extreme radical Christians, Muslims, Jewish. There are radicals in every camp. I have a problem with radicals that, you know, put themselves above others. You know, that's all.
Hey,
And the government has
can I
done that
ask
to
you a
us.
favor,
Sure.
Paul? At the
Yep.
bottom, the ticker, uh, peaceman.ca is incorrect. It should be
Yes, it
peace
is.
dice dash.
Uh, oh yes, I see it. I see it. It's corrected on the post itself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
So the whole time
What
it's
did you
been
think
wrong
of
on
that
here.
video? Yeah, what did you think of that video, though?
It was good. I like the footage. It's a shame that they got the live in there during the song. Kind of cut it overwhelmed his vocals, but it's a nice song. The guitar's nice. The vocals are nice. The first song though,
Hmm.
that was the one that really hit me right in the gut and knocked me off my ass. Because, you know,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
a big moment for us, you know. And I love that
Well, it
people
still
took to.
is. It
Yeah,
still is.
it is.
It is very, very important. And though people have moved on,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that it is not important time that we need to focus on.
Yeah.
Because if you want to catch these globalists, you have to find out what they had their hands into. And this was one of them. This is one that I can prove that they had their hands into.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I know they did. I know they did. And I know they use our money to hire people to provoke and spread rumors online in your comment sections. And, you know, a lot of them have nothing in their posts. Like they just make these accounts out of nowhere. And just because it's a war for them. They're a party of war. And that includes conservatives, NDP. They're all
Well,
in it together.
we're we're in a world war right
Yeah.
now. And in 1989, I read a quote in a book that said, World War III will not be fought on the conventional battlefield. And it stuck with me. I actually remember highlighting that on Land of Id
Mm-hmm.
BBS, um, because at the time, we still had control of our own servers. The citizen had control of their own server, and people would call into you. That's when computers use directly.
Yeah.
But the internet was what I thought was to help humanity has actually been used as a tool against us. And only
Yeah.
because we allow it. Only because we allow it.
Yeah. We don't really know how to stop it because they're using our money like it's their money, and they're creating this debt that's going to carry on to great grandchildren. You know, it's absolutely obscene
Oh,
what's happening.
well, we have to try and stop it, change it. You know, one of the problems is in the creation, in the early days, we see that there was never, uh, there was councils, meaning that there was no leader of a nation.
Mm-hmm.
It was leaders from individual,
Regions and areas.
let's call them
Yeah, sure.
provinces. Let's call them
Mm-hmm.
provinces. Leaders of individual provinces that were democratically elected. And then those, like you'll notice that the Emirates, the United
Mm-hmm.
Emirates, they don't have a leader. It's
Yep.
United
Yep.
Emirates.
Yep.
That means it's a council
Mm-hmm.
on what happens there. We should not have Trumps and
No.
Trudeaus. We should have a council,
Yep.
and no one
Yeah.
person could wield their
Yep.
sword like
I
carnies.
would love to have
You
a
know,
fully functional participatory system where people can vote regionally, provincially, and because I know we can do better at everything. And I'm not saying I'm better than anybody,
listen,
but education, we could do so much better to facilitate,
our
geniuses so they can fly through school without being pulled back. For example,
our government is using AI,
yes, yep.
but
It stopped you right on, but see, they're playing with us. You see that? Everybody see that? This is what they do. They mess with our internet.
are we
So you
back?
stop right at but.
As soon as I said that, eh?
As soon as you
But they
said
want
but.
people to think. But they want people to think that it is not secure to have a direct voting system based on the internet, okay, or on a app.
I would love it. I would love it. Everyone would be excited and participate because they're empowered by it. You know, if the medical if medicine is the third biggest killer, medical error, they shouldn't the words trust the science should never even be uttered by any kind of leadership. Obviously you can't trust the science. You
Mhm.
have to question it always. I mean, what they've done
Well,
to us
science is
mentally,
meant to be questioned. Science is always
absolutely.
meant to be questioned.
But what they've done to
Otherwise, it's not science.
but over the last 5 years, what they've done to us, it disgusts me. Masks. People are still wearing masks. Come on, man. Look what you did to these people. These poor frickin' people living in fear because of these jerks. I mean, they all belong in jail as far as
And
every medical officer.
e- even people that are not wearing masks are still under a mask. They're
Yeah,
afraid. They are
yeah.
afraid to speak up. They are afraid to question. They are afraid to support people that
Hmm.
are direct, that are actually doing things, because
Yeah,
they want to help this narrative. They want to not have their hopes and dreams crushed, that the people that they were supporting
yes.
were shysters. They
Yeah,
do not want to admit that, you
yeah.
know. So it's
Totally,
just like
totally.
the elbows up crowd. They
Mm,
don't want to admit that they made a mistake with the worst banker in the world.
mm-hmm.
Okay. So this banker should have never became a politician, and
Yep,
he wasn't voted on because he was known. He
yep,
was voted on because he was inserted,
yep.
and they already have in place liberal. Nobody wants to vote conservative, so we'll vote liberal. But you know what? The conservatives actually got the majority of the votes. Okay. And I don't trust any of them. I
No.
did put my support behind PPC for the first
Yep,
time in my life. I supported a party, and then immediately after, I had to pull that support back because the PPC had brought people in that are separatists, pushing the separatist stuff, that are radicals,
mm,
that are linked with people that helped with the narrative, like with Diagolon and stuff. So
Yep.
these people were being brought in or
Yep.
infiltrating into the
Infiltrated.
PPC. So
Yes.
I could not support it any longer. And now I look at Maxime Bernier and what he is saying, and it doesn't make sense to support a party that does have that has zero direction. You know, like I stood on the same stages as Maxime Bernier making
Hmm.
speeches and got standing ovations, and they hit my heart because I thought people were listening.
Yeah.
People came up to me in droves and said, "We support you," and hugged me and said, "Don't worry, I'll be there for you." And they all disappeared, almost all,
Yep.
you know? And it was because I actually spoke out against what was truthful,
But again,
that we weren't getting the
but
truth.
we have a party of wars, and they kill in our name,
Yeah,
putting blood on our money,
yeah,
and they will
that's it.
infiltrate PPC or any other party. They will infiltrate everything they can. If a voice gets too loud, they will shut it down, and they will infiltrate and spread rumors. And that I can't be compromised. I can't be bought. This is publicly. I use my own money because I know how desperate the situation is, and I know how
Yeah.
news is lying to us. So I have no choice. I mean, I care about my fellow man. Even the bad people out there are my fellow Canadians. I care about their future and their kids' futures. Right now, we're self-imploding. With what's going on with the immigration is not compatible with us. They are not compatible. And I'm not racist when I say that. I know I read their book. I read the Quran. I know exactly what they think. If they grab a woman who's married with her right hand, and it's specific with right you possess with your right hand, if they capture her and she can't move, her marriage is nullified according to their book. This is not a holy book, okay? This is a dominant, warlike, uh, just a Jesuit creation. It's evil. It's not, you know, uh, Muhammad was killed by his wife. One of his wives killed him, poisoned him, because she was married, and he cut her husband's head off. So she poisoned him and killed him, and he died. He was not a hero. He was not a prophet. There was no prophecies. There's nothing good in that book. But the Jesuits put truth in there with lies. They did that with the Bible too. They put truth and lies together. And I'm only saying that because I
Well,
studied
let's
them and I can prove what I say. But I study it. This is what I've been doing for 20 years. So I'm not
well,
just
let's put
throwing it
those
out
words.
based on emotions. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
I get it. And let's put those words towards looking at our government and keeping in
Hmm.
mind the e-petition of holding
Yes.
accountability and
Yes.
correct the record, you know, because it doesn't matter
Hmm.
what line or label you wish to stand
Yep.
under. Do you
Exactly.
not want a proper record?
Hmm. Yep. And I don't
Okay.
care what
So I
religion you
actually
are.
I have to go though now though because I told you
Oh, yep.
that I had to go at this
Yes.
time. I
But you will come back.
appreciate it today. I will come back. I hope
I
people do go
Yes.
and read. I'm about to make a Facebook post with the updated information. And please, I ask for your support, not for me, but for the information.
Yep. So we will have you back, and we will share the link to the petition so people can read it and sign it. And whenever it's available, I'm going to book you in right away, and we'll do it. We're doing our part. We all have to have a part to play in this. We all have purpose, and don't deny yourself that, because you do have a purpose, no matter what you think. You know, and this is Dana's purpose
Oh
right
no,
now.
I know I do.
Yeah.
I have I have faith.
Hmm.
I have confidence. A lot of people have tried to crush that confidence. It can't
Well, I
happen.
appreciate you so
It
much.
can't
I
happen.
appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. And I look forward to having you back, brother. And thank you all at home too
Peace.
for chatting with us and asking questions. And I look forward to seeing you again. And Paul Everton signing out for the Truth Table. I'm gonna play that song one more time off camera, because, just in case. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you.
answers. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.